Hello guys, and welcome back to Makeup FOMO. Today I'm using the Laura Los Angeles Party Animal palette and a couple others to do my Pride makeup look. We had Pride in Charlotte recently, so I wanted to film the look that I wore when I went to Pride. So I kind of skipped the red in red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and went right to orange, starting off with that shade kind of on like the inner part of my crease. I'm doing kind of like a rainbow, but like you'll see. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just packing that orange shade all in like the inner portion of my crease and just kind of blending it upwards. And then I'm taking the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm using, this doesn't have a name, none of these shades do, I don't know why, but I'm taking that top yellow shade and just blending it right into the middle portion of my crease. This was actually a very pigmented yellow. I liked this shade a lot. And then with It's a Party from the Laura Lee palette, I was actually not very impressed with this color. It's not really the color's fault per se, but it's not really a green, it's more of like a yellow green. So as you can kind of see, it sort of starts like blending into the yellow, and like you can barely tell a difference where the yellow is and where the green is, and obviously I wanted the green to show up. So I wasn't really into this color, but I just kind of blended it out evenly on both sides. And then I went into the Juvia's Place palette and took this like, it's not like a green, it's kind of more like a teal, like ocean kind of green. And I blended that on top and into the yellow, and I mean there's probably other greens I could have used, like a forest green or like a Christmas tree green, but I chose to use this one and I thought it looked pretty cool. And then with Damage Control, this is such a pretty shade. That's from the Laura Lee palette, by the way. It's really, really pretty, but it's just not the most pigmented, and as you'll kind of see as I start blending, it's a little bit patchy, and like it kind of just starts like blending away almost and doesn't provide a ton of pigment. So I end up kind of covering this shade up, you'll see. But I jumped over to Karaoke for like the middle of my lid, also from the Laura Lee palette, and this also, like, it's a really pretty shade, but it's also just not the most pigmented. Like, as you can see, I just keep packing over and over, and as I kind of blend it into the lighter blue on the inner half, like, you can see, like, you can kind of see my eyelid underneath it. Like, it kind of just blends away the more you, like, pat over it. I was trying to pack on the color, but it just really, it wasn't doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So then I went to get the purple out of the Juvia's Place palette, and as y'all can see, like, I start building that up, and like, boom, there is freaking pigment in that shade, at least compared to the other shades on my lid. And I just think in general, Juvia's Place shades are just really, really good. Their formula is incredible, so pigmented, so blendable, and they really like pack a punch. And the Laura Lee palette honestly didn't really impress me. Like, the shades are beautiful, but I just wish the pigmentation and the formula was a little bit more like Juvia's Place. I feel like this look would have came out a little bit better. And to be honest, in retrospect, I probably would have used like a white base on my lid underneath all of these shades. I think that would have also helped make them pop a little bit. But as you can see now, I took another like kind of bluish teal shade from the Juvia's Place palette, and this one has some shimmer in it because so far all the shades I've used are matte. And I used this to top off that inner blue shade that I just wasn't happy with. And this added a little bit more pigmentation and also added some shimmer, which I liked. And then I just went back and forth and just started blending out a lot of the other colors that I used already. I also kind of wish I would have been able to use my finger for a little bit more of these shades, but because I was trying to be so precise, my finger was too big for that. But then with the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place, I just used the shade Giza as like my brow bone and inner corner highlight, because the other palettes didn't really have a shade for that. So then with that pink shade from the Laura Lee palette, I've just about used almost every shade from the Laura Lee palette, which was pretty cool. I just used the pink, even though I know that's not part of the rainbow, but I just blended that underneath my lash line. And then I also added some eyeliner off camera, just a really thin line right on the top, just to make my lash line look a little thicker, but I obviously didn't wing it out or anything like that. I just find it easier to do that off camera. And then I'm using my Maybelline Colossal Chaos, I think is the name of this mascara, on my upper lashes. And then I'm also using the Tarteist mascara from Tarte, obviously, on my lower lashes. I really like that mascara for my lower lashes. And then the only other thing I'll say that I wish I had done is just use either like a Stila glitter or like my Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner, and just added like a little bit of like a sheer wash of glitter all over the lid. I just think that would have made this look really pop and stand out. But I do really love it. It was so fun, and this is the final product. I really like it, and it was very festive. I so appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in our next video. Bye guys.